It's always a better problem than the fact that my top ramen is gone.
Oh no, what are we gonna do? Hey, we're back, by the way.
Oh, hey!
By the way, I forgot to mention, we did meet our goal for the Mouse Guard show. It's currently in production, I guess. We're just trying to hunt down the players for it. I'll make another mention of that and how you can join at the end of the stream. But we do encourage you to keep donating, and that carries over to our next project whenever it does come up. But you also get to award these fine players of ours some aid in their intrepid endeavors. Particularly down here in the Underdark, it's very dangerous. So, if you like, I'll just go ahead and drop the donate thing, just so that you guys in the chat know how this works.
I noticed the current donation goal.
I think it's a worthy of
yes,
out
that's
of the
definitely
abyss.
something worth donating to.
Yes. But besides that, you were saying, Shushar.
Yes, I have my own personal reasons to go along with this plan. I doubt that the people would be willing to hear me out while there are zealots on the loose murdering our people. But these others that have been traveling with me for convenience's sake, they may need more of an incentive. I believe that they were looking to charter a boat and for safe passage to... Where is it that you were planning to go?
Neverlight Grove.
Neverlight.
Is where we need to go.
Oh, yeah.
Which is, like, just on the opposite side of the lake
Dark
from
Lake,
here.
pretty much.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
Aldith and does sort of mention, like, we should... Are we going to Neverlight? Are we all okay with this?
Yeah, yeah.
Because to be honest, I'll just... whatever it takes to get us a boat.
Yeah. No, Neverlight Grove sounds lovely.
It is.
It
Very
is?
nice there.
The twins
It's
do
very
look
nice.
sort of like uncertain
All mine is there.
between each other. The rest of them are a bit wary of this plan, but they do look to Shushar and say, well,
Shushar, what is your plan for whatever happens next? Do you sit well with going along and being a blood sacrifice, whatever happens under here, vile creatures?
Darren says.
I am of powerful mind, even if my hands were bound fully, I would be able to simply, with a thought, destroy those who would try to kill me.
Okay.
Shushar is scary now.
Bloopleen, the Archpriest of the Sea Mother says,
Well, this is just what the Sea Mother has granted me in my visions, Shushar. If you think you can do better, it might give you some credit,
he says, sort of like puffing up his chest a little.
I'm sure
so
Shushar...
long as my daughter is unguarded and clearly dead by the end of it, I care not.
Oh no. I've seen Shushar, and I'm sure that he can come up with a much better plan than your plan, right, Shushar?
Oh, yes, certainly I could. I am of the highest mind.
He says,
I just have you know, the Deep Father and his practices are having a long-standing effect. We're wasting time, we're wasting our efforts, and
I have to look this up because it's hard to pronounce.
Really? Something in Kurotoa lands is hard to pronounce?
What?
How could that be? That's all like two-letter words and names, right?
Hold on. This is... hard.
You gotta say it. You gotta
I gotta
say
say it. Oh, thank God they put some help for me.
Oh, they put a phonetic spelling.
Exit the chateau.
Oh,
I'm being drawn by the blood.
is it full of what?
Exit the chateau. The exit the chateau are being drawn to our shores, and we cannot go further out. That is why our scavenging has been lacking.
And Shushar, you would know the exit chateau.
Oh yes, the exit chateau.
Yes, these are.
He said it fine the first time.
These are manta rays that are giant. Behold.
Giant manta rays.
Giant manta rays.
Are they beast
But can you
classification?
ride them?
You could certainly try.
He says the blood that she's dumping has tainted our shores. Now we're finding it difficult. We have to go further and further out. And our lovely Dark Lake has become quite unsavory.
I was about to say smelly. Sometimes bodies can do that.
Well, they are fish people. They're probably used to it.
I smell everything that's going on here, so if something's unsavory to them, then
Well, if I may, if my allies and I may be given quarters so that we may discuss our own plans in private, we will get on this issue as soon as possible. And what information do you have of where they have holed up this opponent of yours, your daughter?
She tends to the shrine, and near one of the docks she lives alone. She leaves every now and then on the Dark Lake to speak to someone. She does not tell us who.
Oh, I was expecting her to have established some sort of fortress up in the caves, but if she's just living in town, that makes things much easier for us.
Doesn't it? Come.
He leads you past this little
Yeah, that doesn't seem
moat.
like a very good.
And brings you to his dwelling, which is right in the corner over here.
Yeah, living in the city, town thing, whatever, doesn't really sound like a very good idea when people want to kill you.
Says
She becomes more, perhaps violent when she returns, bloodthirsty. I do not know who she speaks of, and who she speaks to, rather. But I do suspect it is a part of the influence that has made her turn to such a selfish god.
Maybe she's on her period. Stool wouldn't know what that was, though.
no, Stool.
No, he
Just
would
felt
not.
like really saying that because that sounded funny, but it
Bonk
totally
that-
doesn't.
that
I'm
little-
gonna backhand you, man.
Bonk him.
That's funny.
But he leaves you alone and says,
Your presence is known in town, but she will not find you as of yet. At the very least, you were seen walking with me, and therefore you have protection in some manner. I will be back soon.
and he steps off and he walks away, leaving you guys in this little hovel, this very shabby hut.
Well, it seems that it is time to plan. The information that we have is that she is in the city, and then my own information. I have recently been party to a vision, a very, very detailed vision of a great beast beneath the Dark Lake. And I have seen many gods come and go in my time in Kuotoa lands. I am aware that the gods that we worship did not always start as gods. Some of them were beasts or other creatures that obtained divinity through the worship of the Kuotoa people.
Vegetables on a stick. Also.
Yes, he became quite powerful before he was overthrown.
People had a laugh. It was a very merry time.
Was it literally like a potato with a stick jabbed in it, just stuck in the ground? Like I really want to know.
Nobody knows. It seemed to change every day. He was a great shapeshifter.
Yes, he was a god of tricks and merriment. It was good times for all.
Never a dull moment.
Right?
Never a dull moment.
God. So, what's the plan?
So we can slay the priestess, but I do not think that the elders' troubles would end there. Whatever is beneath the Dark Lake, it is corrupting our people, and killing her, giving it the blood of its priestess may in fact make it more powerful.
So what are you suggesting?
Are you saying it's too dangerous to cross the lake even if we killed her?
If we killed her, it might be impossible to cross the lake without this beast attempting to feed upon us.
Bubido does chime in, and he says,
"Now, hold on a moment. I've had my share of strange dreams, and I'm not saying yours is not true, but certainly are we banking all this on superstition? I think killing this girl is an appropriate course of action. We are capable, are we not? We certainly outnumber her, of course. And her guard will be down once we are for ourselves. It seems very simple. I like simple.
But,
Too simple.
I mean, I don't want to, I want to help them, but I don't want to help them because I don't want to kill anybody, but why don't we just continue on our way and let them deal with their own religious rebellion?
Well, we are relying on them to be able to obtain passage across the Dark Lake. I may be a Kuo-toa, and I may have traveled across the Dark Lake many times, but in its current state, it would be difficult for a single Kuo-toa to guide us. And that is even if I do remain with your group.
Not only that, you're the only one who can kind of like swim for extended periods of time.
Right.
The Kuo-toa do possess boats. They don't necessarily need them, but they are useful in their trades with other creatures that do not. So there are boats here, and they are quite sturdy.
Why don't we just take a boat and then go?
I mean, that's what my suggestion was, but I figured you guys would not be up for that one. Yes. Why don't we just take a boat?
I mean, we'll wait until the city is quiet, because, like, we only know the side of this guy that we talked to first. We don't even know about the story of the priestess, what's her name, daughter lady. If we just wait until the city's quiet, till there's not much activity, we just slip onto a boat and go on our way, and they can figure it all out for themselves.
Well, your group may attempt that if you wish, but I will not be joining you, and you will not make it across the Dark Lake without Kuo-toa guidance.
Who says? I mean, you go straight.
Do any of you have experience sailing? Do any of you have experience fighting off the great aquatic beasts that dwell within the Dark Lake?
No one raises their hands.
I got drunk on the life raft once.
Yes, I am certain that would go well for you.
I got drunk on a life raft once.
And you said something about you had a vision of a crazy beast under the Dark Lake?
Yes, Can I don't suppose the dream would have been detailed enough that I can roll anything to try to identify it.
He went to turn on lights.
So,
Okay.
but still, like, I don't know. I don't know about anything. I don't trust the priest. At the same time, if killing this priestess is going to make this monster thing more powerful, I don't want to do that either.
I don't want to do any of it, honestly. Like,
Can we just
Well-
kill her and not feed her put her in the lake? I feel like that's a good solution.
If her blood does not reach the lake, then it will be some time before her god realizes that she has disappeared. We will have a chance, if we are swift, to make it across the lake with no interference.
are all the
I
gods?
thought that's our chance.
Are all the gods for you guys in the lake?
No, not always. It is very usual for our gods to be associated with the water. We live and we die by the water. It is a very important part of our lives, but it is not a requirement. The god that I hope to bring to these people, for example, is not associated with water.
Oh wait, what's the god? Oh, psionics. All hail.
Praise.
Yes, the god of psionics, the god that grants the mind power to crush the mind of lessers.
Once you give the mind too much power,
Escalated.
that way lies madness, my friend. Though, to be fair,
I mean,
we're all basically there, so.
that tends to happen down here. Madness.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm perfectly sane.
I wasn't talking about you, but I mean, if the
history of the Underdark since its very start has been forged by madness.
Okay, so what are we doing? We killing the lady, but not putting her in the lake?
Rant says, well, if you don't want to kill her while she's screaming and preaching, we could just leave this hut, go to where she lives, and just rip her head off.
Yes, we could just go to
Far
her house.
from
That
the
was
shore,
actually
okay?
what I was building my plan off of. I knock on her door, I say delivery, she opens the door, and we kill her.
I like this. I like this a lot.
Well,
Darendelle says,
Well, do we need a disguise then? Do we need a package, perhaps? Oh, I know, it's, we have an exotic mushroom for you, my dear.
Hey!
Knock, please open the door.
Yes, perhaps if one of us were hiding inside of the box, maybe Poopy Doll with some knives.
Or me with my...
Yes, or a stool in the box, and then he's an owl that breaks open out of the
Yes.
box and eats her.
I love this plan. It gets better every time.
Eldith just and just looks to Sereth. Okay. Well, at the very least, we. I'm just thinking, like, what do we do after that? That's not what he wants. We would have to like take a boat, I guess, after that.
Right, I feel like right after
Right
we
after
kill
we would
her,
have to say, okay,
we
we
would
did
need
it. Bye.
not even tell him about it. I would just go with Shushar on the boat, go right from killing her there, and then once we get across the Dark Lake.
I mean, let's be honest, Shushar. Like, you're our best bet for getting across the Dark Lake.
Yes, I have navigated the Dark Lake before. It is difficult to navigate with a single Kuotoa, but not impossible.
Oh well, you're just so smart, and my goodness, you've been pulling all that weight.
And you made this wonderful plan. I'm sure with your expert sailing technique that we would make it across just fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I don't understand how going straight on water is hard.
We need to pump up his ego a little bit. Just Just go with
Is
it.
it not already at max capacity?
Oh my goodness. Anyways, you sort of have an idea. Bupido is still like, oh, I love the idea of eating sacrifices and
Surprise! Knives!
Knife!
Yes, we're going to
That's
need
delivered.
we're going to need some kind of box or crate for this plan. We should also have those of us. I don't think any of you are handsome enough to disguise yourselves as Kuotoa, so you may need to be hiding in stealthy positions near the house.
Excuse me? Jim Jar will, at that point,
uh-oh.
do something.
Here comes the wizard.
Oh my.
He's gonna do it. I think, yeah! Disguise self. Shar. My goodness, Jim Jar makes a very... He makes a very Kuotoa. I was looking for, like...
You can't say
lovely,
good and you can't say bad. It's just
handsome,
Kuotoa.
beautiful... Ooh.
So,
It's
he's
sort
going
of like
to
it's sort of
try
like
to-
in giant culture. They don't have words for good or bad. They have words for like giant and ungiant. It's sort of like that, but Kuotoa.
It's very blub... It's very... And, oh...
I do the same exact thing, and I look over to Jim Jar like, oh, honey. Trust me, it's not such a special trick.
Oh, truly, I shouldn't have underestimated you. Jim Jar I already knew was well versed in deception. Sereth, I am impressed as well.
Mm.
Yep. Well,
I
thank
gotta say,
you.
too,
I
I'm a little bit impressed
appreciate
as
it.
well. Seems
Alright.
someone around here is a little more shady than I am, hiding those kinds of secrets.
Oh god.
Says Shushai. What are these? What do you do at this point?
We should ask the elder if he has any crates.
For the delivery, right?
You can
Yes.
you can wait. He'll
You
come
guys
back
need
in
a
moment or
UPS and a
two.
FedEx outfit also, or
You guys disguise selves. We
What do we
got
need a
it.
crate for? We can just pretend like we're delivering the mushroom.
I believe
Stool,
the
are you
idea
okay
was
with this
me-
plan? We hold you out and say delivery, and then you turn into an owl and bite her face?
no, I wasn't thinking an owl. The last time we slept, I had this dream about like a large bird, and the beak is like super big. An axe beak is what the creature is called.
Oh,
But it's awesome.
let me look this up.
It's a
I
large
wanna see it
beast.
now.
Ooh.
Yeah,
that's-
it's pretty awesome.
It's
It's
pretty
a
fun. The very first time that I cast Conjure Animals, the GM rolled a random animal table, and I got axe beaks, and it was amazing.
That's so cool.
yeah, it's pretty gnarly. It's like
They're amazing.
a large beast. It's mount sized also, which is
Oh my
gnarly.
gosh. I
that
can't
like a-
find it yet. Axebeak, I found it. Hey, that's pretty good. But okay, so do you guys want to wait for Blue Clean want to come back?
How long does your disguise
An hour.
thing last? An hour?
An
So
hour.
we should probably use what we can of that for as long as we can of that.
Yes, so me and the two who are in disguise will go up, present the delivery. The rest of you should be hiding in a nearby alley and whispering very inconspicuously.
Preferably.
Why whisper?
Preferably-
Why not just?
Sorry, whistling very inconspicuously. Nobody will notice you if you're whistling. It's the most
Preferably
inconspicuous
an alley
activity.
nearby the boats, just in case things turn south that we need to head for the boats and make.
Her home was like right here, right where I'm pinging.
Ping. Yeah, it's like right next to the dock.
Oh, that one?
Even
Yes,
better.
it'll be right next to the dock regardless. And there is a convenient alley right between her home and this other one.
Topsy and Turvy sort of like raise their hands and say, "I'll be honest, I really don't want to be a part of this. I think we should get the boats."
Okay, well, why not you guys?
You're not going to be part of it. You just need to hide in the alleyway while we do this. Because if you turn south, we can make a dash for a boat and try to steal a boat.
In fact, Topsy and Turvy, you can be stationed on the docks and waiting in case anything can go wrong. That can be your part of the plan. My master plan.
Nobody will see us. And
Turvy, I trust
Topsy
you.
go.
Topsy, don't steal anything.
Or do. No.
Don't.
You know, I don't think this is gonna be as easy as we think it's gonna be. I mean,
Oh, have faith, small mushroom. We've got this.
I mean, I don't know much, but I know this. I remember the stories from the Grove, and normally when these kind of things come around, it's a bit harder to deal with than pie stab.
Oh. There's lots of things that you think is going to be hard.
I do not think that you have taken part in many assassinations. Sereth can probably tell you about it.
I personally haven't, but I mean, I know the stories from the
Oh no!
back in the Neverlake Grove. But I know about them. So
I got you. You guys, go ahead. I'll convince the tiny mushroom that it's going to be okay. Come, tiny mushroom.
All right. So what you guys are thinking of doing is having Sereth, Jimjar, and Shushar, along with Stool, approach the hut beside the Deep Father's altar. And the rest of the gang is going to like sneak around over here to try to like get ready to run to the docks when you guys are done.
Yeah, to get ready to run to the docks if things go badly, or to run to assist us if things go badly.
Very nice.
I love how neither of those. I love how both of those options is something going bad.
Okay, in that case, what I think we'll have as of this point, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll need every single one of them to roll stealth checks, while the rest of you roll nothing as of yet. Okay.
Ooh. Somebody's rolled stealthy.
Somebody. I know who that is.
It's gonna make me laugh.
Okay.
Please let it be Darendelle.
For one other thing I want to do before we go in there, can't magic armor be cast as a ritual?
How long does it take?
I can't remember. I remember seeing, I know I didn't put it on the spell.
Mage armor. Mage armor!
Let me look. It is an action to cast. It does not require concentration, so you're good on that, and it lasts for 8 hours.
Yeah, that's it. It just, jeez. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Alright, so what do you want to do?
I'm going to go ahead and, because it lasts for 8 hours, so I'm going to go ahead and cast magic armor on me.
Okay.
And
so,
I'm going to switch to my iron durability discipline in the same vein.
Gotcha. And then, as everybody moves forward, I would like for you guys to... I don't think I'm going to make you roll anything right now. What's going to happen is you're going to start moving along. You're going to have to move past the Sea Mother Shrine. So if you want, I think I need to either deception checks or stealth checks from Jimjar and Sereth. With advantage because of your Kuatoa disguise.
Ooh, good thing for advantage.
Oh yeah. 20.
Okay. So, as you move forward, you try to imitate the posture, the barberiness, and the
Rubberiness.
the odd mannerisms of these fish people. Shushar, thankfully you're there to sort of remind them, don't blink so much.
Yeah.
Because you kind of know that Kuotoa don't need to, like, as rapidly as everybody else, because eyes.
They have a thin film of mucus on the
We have
outside.
eye slime.
Eye slime. And
Ew.
what happens is you see Luplupleen at the Sea Mother Shrine, sort of speaking to several of his sort of like constituents. He seems to be carrying a scepter as well, and he's just sort of like mumbling and outlining stuff to them. And you pass through. They do give you a glance, but he himself seems intent on trying to keep this whatever is going to happen going.
Does he seem to notice Shushar?
I honestly am going to make a perception check for him.
Okay.
No.
Alright.
Gross.
No.
Unless you try to. I think he's just busy about trying to make what he's gonna do. So he's trying to do his business of setting up what he believes is going to be a straight up coup on this other religion in town.
You do you, dude.
You
Well,
do
in
That's
that
hard to
case,
say.
I am not going to do what I was
Dude.
planning to do, which was a wink and finger guns, but if he doesn't notice, we'll just keep going.
Well, I'm sorry. That's what he rolled.
Oh well.
You move through, and by the way, when you finally reach the Deep Father Shrine, and you walk past it, you are a little appalled to see that it's a sight. It is a giant manta ray has been dragged onto this leathery trampoline almost, and it's spread out with two giant octopuses on top of it.
Octopi.
Octopi, thank you. Sort of wrapped up in these strands of intestines, honestly.
Do they have the tentacles like wrapped in freaking shoelace bows or something?
I mean, they're not that. They haven't reached that stage yet, I think. But
yeah, it's happening.
There's like a hole on the manta ray's head that's just this gaping crater, and it is like already like you see that there is like a trickle of blood seeping off of it through this crater, this like hole that's been like carved and scraped out, and there's just this trickle of water that is going down the open manta ray's chin, or rather, let's look it up again. The excital. There we go.
Is it full of what?
And there are two Kuotoa on top, sort of like running water through it, just sort of like cleaning it out for something.
God, you guys are weird. I don't know even what I'm looking at right now.
As you pass by, and thankfully that's just between you guys and Stool, because telekinetic spores. And what happens is you immediately, like, you see, like, some Kuotoa here are, like, paying respects. And they're paying respects by, they're like these posts in front of the Deep Father Shrine. And they go up to the posts, and they clutch them, and they start chanting, Limu Kugun, Limu Kugun. And they start, like, banging their heads against it until there is a splat of wet, warm blood just trickling down their faces.
Like
And
I said,
then
just uncomprehendable actions.
Stool, you're learning
Oh
a
my
lot
God.
right now.
I am traumatized.
Stool's
right
learning
now.
religion today.
If this
Sunday
is what
school.
religion is, no, thank you.
It's Stool's first Sunday school session.
Jim Jar
God.
will like think to Stool. Well, maybe after seeing these people, you won't think so badly about me.
And at that, you see coming out of this home right here are 3 Kuatoa, all of them wearing some robes and wearing some sort of like paint over their face that seems to like designate some sort of position. And they are bringing out a small dwarf, a male, just from what you can tell of his like grunting and fighting. He's like gagged with this dirty cloth in his mouth. You immediately notice that his beard and his hair.
You were gonna say gag with a dead fish, because I would not put past them.
I mean, now I kind of wish I did. You see that he's it's very dark black hair, and his skin is this ashy gray. And when you see his eyes like widen up and like just like glare at you as you pass by, sort of kicking and like trying to shout insults out of his mouth, it's not the average dwarf that you know of. Jimjar, you know that this is a Duergar of the Underdark. And he kicks and struggles as he is being dragged to the Deep Father's shrine.
Do I recognize him?
Make a perception check.
Oh man.
This guy's covered in dirt. He's been beaten a bit, and if
That's a no.
even if he wasn't, you probably couldn't recall this Duergar. It's really all you can tell. He's beat up. He's not happy about what's happening to him, and he's being dragged to this manta ray idol with these octopi just like limply like sagging down on top of it. And
I keep going.
with that, you reach this little home of. Let me.
Can you repeat that one more time?
You reach this little home of Bloplipod. I'm gonna go ahead and just call her Blop. Because Shushar, you would probably know that. Oh well, that's her name.
Yep.
Shushar, why is there no B's or P's in your name?
Because I am awakened, and yes, that's certainly.
I am awakened and.
And yeah, exactly.
The door is closed. What do you do?
Shushar knocks on the door and says, "Delivery, delivery. We have a delivery."
The door does not open for a moment, and you hear some and you hear some wetty footsteps coming towards the door, and it opens only slightly as this fish face pokes out, and it's a literal fish face. It's a literal fish being poked out, and it sort of like wobbles a bit and says,
What do you want?
Yes, I am.
Comes for the Archpriest.
I am Shushar the Wise. You may have heard of me. I am a great mystic that has traveled throughout the Underdark, and I have returned to bring your High Priestess a most incredible gift that I just have to show her the effects of this mushroom. It is an incredible mushroom with so many talents and abilities.
I stand completely still. I do not move even the tiniest little mushroom muscle.
okay.
I hold him up like
Yes, these two are my followers. They are followers of my teachings, and they can attest to the miracle properties of this mushroom.
I want you to roll a deception check. Just a straight deception, and I'd just like to remind you that, oh my god, donations. If this succeeds, I'm going to scream.
Oh, wait.
Can he have
What?
advantage on it from all of us assisting, or?
Unfortunately, no. I think you guys are able to get here with this disguise and with this setup. He is making the pitch, though. But not only that, he's trying to downplay the fact that, oh, we just arrived to show you this. Also, hi, I'm Shushar. I'm a mystic, and these are my followers.
Alright,
So I
here
want
we
you
go.
to just roll me.
Oh, that's not bad.
That is not bad.
I expected a lot worse.
Jimjar, you better not let go of
Okay.
stool.
So here's what happens. She doesn't open the door. As you say this, the fish head just sort of like turns towards you, and it's sort of like once you get near, like the fish head just sort of like inches closer to you, and then it just starts like slapping across like your head, and then it just like gives up, and then she's just,
Ah, yes. Good.
and she opens the door, and standing before you is this short Kuatoa with this purplish blue scaled skin, but there is white paint sort of just spread across her brow, and there's like sort of like knives or like teeth along her jowls, and there are like little like ribbed markings here as well, just sort of standing out against this very pale bluish purple complexion, and the look in her eyes just clearly states, this bitch is crazy. She carries in one hand a scepter, and in the other is this floppy fish, like it's half her size, and she's like just gripping it, and she like,
You speak to the archpriest of Lemu Gungun.
Yes.
The offering.
I must explain to you the properties of this offering first, and what an incredible gift it is. This mushroom, which has been brought from a far-flung foreign land, has many, many incredible, magical, mystical properties. It enhances the mind. Some people, in fact, claim that they can even hear the mushroom speak within their very minds.
At that time, I put my little scores to her.
okay, you let out a little pop, and they sort of like drift onto her face, and like she doesn't even react. Like she doesn't blink, she doesn't like move. She just sort of like,
And Shushar's
Nope.
she just
Shushar's
stares at you.
Shushar telepathically says to Stool, "Stool, that's your cue. Go."
I say to her, I am a child of Arumok. Oh fuck! I can't remember how to pronounce the forest.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
You
no,
almost
I
had it.
ruined
You
the
almost had
moment.
it.
Arumikos?
Aram Mykos?
Yes.
Aram Mykos, I believe.
Yeah. I am a child of Aromikos. And that's it. That's all I say.
Okay. Sareth, I want you to make a perception check, by the way. Jimjar 2. Jimjar 2.
Perception. Oh boy.
Okay.
We don't notice shit.
Shushar, I'll let you do one, but with disadvantage, because I feel like you're
I'm very
kind
of ham it up.
Yeah, you're focused right now.
Oh, that's some great disadvantage
This is
there.
great. I love this.
Do I do one? What is the
You-
what are we perceiving?
I mean, go ahead. I think you can do one as well. Just because I don't even know how
Perception 12.
12.
I mean, I did better than they did.
All right, so you say, I am a child of Arumiko. And, like, she...
This is good.
And she brings up the fish and just slides it across your face, Shushar. She doesn't really, like, slap you with it or anything like that. She just sort of like anoints you with the slime, and
That's so gross.
and she says,
Shusha. I was young when you left. But now, I am old. I feel so old. I'm glad to see you can see the ascension, as I will soon. Can you feel it? Do you hear the deep Father?
Oh, yes, of course. In fact, I have been having difficulty sleeping with his presence in my mind. It is very powerful.
Yes, I have felt the tremors of his presence. And, oh, look at that.
and she pushes past you, and Sul, you're kind of the only one to notice that that there are Kuatoa moving further towards the shrine, and she says telepathically,
More blood to shed, to feed the dark lake.
and you can sense with your spores that Bupido, Ront, and Eldith have all been caught and are being dragged to the shrine. And
All right.
they
All right. At this moment, beast form into axe beak and just slap the crap out of her.
All right, make an attack
All
roll.
right.
After that, I
All
want everybody to roll initiative.
Oh shit!
Oh, wait. No, hold. Where'd it go? There it is. Shit. Shit.
Attack 11.
Shittily shit.
Okay, here, let me check.
I mean,
Check how
I'm
she
a
does.
Kuotoa, and that's my armor class, so with any luck.
Okay, this is gonna be great. Are you guys ready for this?
No.
Y'all ready for this?
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay. I'm going to enjoy this immensely. Well then, let's do this.
Shall I roll initiative as well?
Oh yes. Everybody roll initiative. I shall roll initiative for our friends, the NPCs.
My initiative is 10.
10.
Did you do the thingy where you? Yes, you did. Cool.
Yeah, so...
You did the thing.
11
You did what
for
thing?
Shushar. Jimjar. Lovely. Dude, we got 11s all
Yeah, you can
over.
actually. I rolled it from the token this time, so it actually has it in the initiative. You can get rid of the other one.
Nice. Let me remove that. Okay, so... Oh yeah, thank you guys.
What? I don't even know.
If
Oh,
you
if you
highlight...
click on your token before you roll initiative, it'll roll it from the token and add it to the initiative
I was about
automatically.
to say it still has your thing on there though. So.
Okay.
Holy sh!
Holy crap.
I don't know.
Clean. Alright, let me just copy paste her name, because honestly I don't want to try to spell it.
Just call her Blop, that's what her friends call her.
Blop.
She got that natural 20.
Ooh.
Oh god.
Shit. We're all gonna
And
die.
She still got slapped though, so that's good. Wait, did that attack actually hit her?
It did not. Unfortunately. Gosh, so many 11s.
Yeah.
Sending.
If only he was a rogue mushroom and could get advantage for surprise attacks.
Oh, I know, right? Hey guys, it's now time. Let's start. The battle begins.
You know what?
Fortunately, Stool.
That's not fair at all. I mean, this thing just
Actually, wait. It
burst
actually
out
try it.
of a small mushroom and swung. No one
I think you get
ever
advantage.
would be okay with
I
that.
actually think you get advantage because it's a surprise attack. So roll advantage again, if you will.
I love how whenever you don't roll something well, he's always like, "That's unfair."
Okay, so I'll take the damage from earlier because that's kind of how
Right.
we did it.
Yep.
So that's good.
Ooh.
Okay, so what happens is you immediately whoosh, into an axe beak bird, and you just
With
go,
that specific sound effect. Whoosh.
and you start whapping her with your axe beak, and oh, it hurts. She lets out this harsh as you wail
Sounds
on
like
her.
she just stubbed her toe.
Yes. And wow, amazing, well done. But she immediately gets a reaction. I need all three of you to do me a favor.
Yes.
God.
I need you to roll a saving throw.
What
A strength. I think it's a strength saving throw.
All four of us, right?
All of
Are
you.
you kidding?
I
Okay.
need every single one of you.
Oh boy.
What even is? See?
Come on, come on.
Okay. In that case, I'll start rolling the damage.
Oh shit.
Oh, that was great. That's
hold
the
on.
most. That's the strongest a Shushar's
Oh,
ever gonna
come
be.
on! Come on, Blue. So,
Aha!
Shushar's the only one who is not taking full damage. Shushar,
Oh.
you take 2 damage. The rest of you take 4 damage.
Okay.
But the rest of you are thrown back 10 feet away from her as she raises the fish and just sort of slaps it on the ground, and she just utters Lemu as this thunderous pulse of sound pushes all of you except for Shushar back 10 feet away from her. So Shushar, I'm gonna say you're gonna be right here. I'm gonna say all of these guys are gonna be like all over here. Just so we have an idea on where people are.
Alright.
Move over there. Eldith. The other 3 are you don't see where they've gone. And now it is, oh boy. She also says, "Here, I have more here." And 2 Kuatoa come running over, and they try to grapple you, Seraph. Oh yeah, you guys need to make concentration checks to hold your forms.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because this was a disguise.
Wait. How do you make a concentration?
It's
wait,
a Constitution check, but I don't
It's a
think the
Constitution.
disguise self is a concentration spell.
Actually, no. You can't change your body type. So I think it's dispelled because you took damage.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, or until the spell ends, or until you use an action to dismiss it. So actually, no, you're fine.
Okay.
You guys just look
so you
like
still look like Kuatoa.
fish. So these Kuatoa rush forward, and one, they pick up the axe beak. That at least they try to. They make a roll against you, Mr. Stool.
Yeah.
Are you
Opposed athletics, I think.
opposed athletics? So I need you to roll an athletics check, Stool, as the axe beak.
Okay. Axe beak. Let me figure out where my mouse is so I can find the page. Athletics check is strength based or dexterity based?
Strength.
Okay, so d20 plus 2.
1
14.
against Seraph as well.
Athletics.
Yes. Do they have advantage?
Oh, no. I got 16 because it's a d20 plus 2. The axe beak's strength modifier is plus 2.
Okay, so both of
So-
you succeed.
16. Yay.
They try to like grab you and pick you up to drag you towards the shrine, but you were successfully able to avoid that. You see that there's several more. There's at least 4 more around the shrine. One of them, the 3 that were over there are sort of like looking over curiously of what's happening. They sort of have the Duragar, his neck sort of exposed above the hole. One of them holding this knife ready to just slash into him. The Kutoa, however, are still kind of like, oh, what's happening? Jimjar, it is your turn.
So where are the enemies? Because I see our tokens, but where are the enemies in location to us?
I'd say there's 7 over here at the shrine, and then there's 5 over at the shrine. There's 2 in your radius. So 2 currently next to you guys, Boopleen next to Shushar, and then 5 at the shrine. And the shrine's only like 15 feet away from you guys.
So how many of them are within this cone right here?
I'd say you'd be able to get 4, I believe, with that, because there are some standing on top of the shrine.
4?
Yeah. Earthen Blast! Each creature takes area of effect.
God, I always get a low damage dice every time.
Yeah, at least you're actually hitting things.
I mean that's one less than the average damage, so it's still okay.
It's true. Or can't move until the end, or takes half damage. Do they have to make a dexterity saving throw?
I mean, they don't have to. But
oh wait, okay, I misread it.
That means they automatically fail it.
Hey, wait, does this mean they automatically fail it or no?
If they don't make a dexterity throw, then yeah, they auto fail.
I see. So I think they actually have -1 to this. 2, 3. So 2 of them succeed, so they'll take half damage. And the other 2 will take full damage, and they cannot move until the end of their turn. Okay. Hearing that thunderous blast, you see Boop and one of his fellows making their way up here. They're just sort of like curious as to what's going on, and they slowly realize what's happening. And you see this hard expression come across Boop, the archpriest of the Sea Mother, as he just sort of like looks at what's going on. He currently is just observing. Shushar, it is your turn.
Alright.
Kill him with fire.
I don't have fire, I'm gonna be sick.
I still did want to do some movement though.
Oh yeah, what's your movement gonna be?
Is there anyone directly next to me that would provoke an attack or anything?
I'd say yeah, there's one and another next to Sarah.
So 2 of them?
I think so, yeah.
Ooh, what about boats over here? Are there any boats over here?
There's 1 small boat. Then that's it.
Is there paddles in it?
Yes.
Okay.
You're gonna paddle across the dark lake.
No, not yet. If something goes bad, we might do that though.
But yeah, you can see that.
Well, since they're right next to me, yeah, I am going to. I'm gonna get back to right here.
Back to right there. Oh. All right, so you're heading towards the docks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's your movement. All right, Shushar, it is your turn.
Alright.